Hey guys, sorry, I'm making one more video on SID real quick. Um, One negative that I don't like is there's no insiders, but this thing is so damn cheap, I just can't help myself. And what I love is when all the experts, when all the quote quote smart money is downgrading it, downgrade, downgrade, downgrade. All the analysts are sell. We don't got a single buy here. We got a hold and an underperform. But look at this 22-cent dividend, 10-cent dividend, 20 almost 25-cent dividend. Now I don't know if this is reais or whatever the hell the damn currency in Brazil is. So basically, you got to convert the reais to the dollar. But the thing that scares me is their debt a little bit. But revenue, $44 billion. Revenue per share, and you can buy a share today for $2.18, and each dollar basically has revenue of $15. Gross profit $13 billion. Total cash $13 billion. Market cap $3 billion. Book value almost $14. $14 in book value. $10 in cash. Just the cash is $10. The book value is 14. Now look at now, this is scary right here. 42 billion in debt. So that's a scary amount, but if you're making 13 billion in profits a year, the 42 billion really isn't that big. I mean, it's basically 4 years of profit to pay the debt. And I don't like this payout. I don't think that's right, but it has a payout ratio at 500%. There's never a perfect company. You know, there's always going to be pros and cons. You know, ideally, I would like to see some inside ownership. I'd like to but I love to read the message boards and know total garbage stock. Then this guy says one of the best stocks to buy today. And then you got a whole bunch of other negative people that $2 to 220 is approaching fast. Well, he was right. Thereafter, 235. Yep, he was right. Iron ore price is not doing well. SID is still bleeding. In my opinion, you don't want to buy a stock when everyone loves it. You know, you got the analyst or the quote quote so-called analyst that everyone hates it. You got all these downgrades, 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 downgrades. You got all these negative comments from people. But lo and behold, what do you see here? Undervalued. But I mean, this is crazy. 13 billion in cash, $10 per share in cash, $14 in book value. Um, Revenues of almost $50 billion. I don't even care if it's Rillos or U.S. But I mean, 2022 was a bad year. They had a bad year. I mean, they had 44 billion in revenue, but they only actually made 1.55 billion. Whereas the year before, I mean, look at this. They almost made 13 billion in a single year. And you can buy the whole company today for 3 billion. Let's see some more years like this. But I mean, what I see right here is a steady stair step. This company is growing. Everyone wants to talk about growth, 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 growth. But I mean, this is sustained growth. This is, we had a big dump, a big doo doo right here, but we went from 2 billion in earnings to 4 billion to 12. I mean, from here to here, it quadrupled. And then we had a bad year, but I expect the revenues to keep on growing. I expect the earnings to keep on growing. I mean, yeah, they're going to be good years, they're going to be bad years. There's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, but the overall trend, if you would, graph these, the overall trend is in the positive. Now, I think at some point they probably will have to change their dividend policy, maybe reinvest. Well, they only earn 9 cents a share, which is kind of pitiful, but instead of paying it all in dividends, they're going to have to pay down some of this debt and maybe cut the dividend. But even though that would be bad for somebody that needs the dividend income, over the long run, paying off debt is a good thing. So the market will probably take it as a negative if the dividend gets cut. But if you are a business owner, if you own the business, you want to pay down debt. And if you pay down the debt, then you don't have high interest payments to. But I know right now it looks like the PE is bad, but when I bought this thing, it was like a 2. The price to earnings was literally like a 2 or a 1 or a less than 5. It definitely was not a fucking 25, because I usually don't even buy anything with over 20. Because why? Because 1 divided by 20 is what? How many nickels are in a dollar? There's 20 nickels in a dollar, so each one would be 5%. So 1 divided by 20, it's a 5 multiplied times 100 is a 5% return. And as you can see right here, you're already getting 10% just from the dividend. And I can't remember how much money I got earlier the last year or so from this stock, but I've already got several huge dividends from owning this stock. So even though I'm down right now, I'm really not down that much because we're not factoring in the dividends that I've got paid. But unfortunately, this one doesn't pay quarterly. This one pays twice a year. Um, but yeah, I think this is a good gamble. I mean, like I said, the downside is there's no insiders. Um, I mean, Vanguard and BlackRock basically own everything, but but institutions like hate this thing. Only 2% is owned by institutions, 2% by um, almost nothing by insiders, and so to me, like, there's a lot of just like um, everyday investors. But it's funny when you do your research, you buy a stock, and then there's all these articles about scored a 91 out of 100. Then there's another one about most undervalued stocks, bargain hunters, but they never have these articles when I'm buying it. But all of a sudden, years or months later, here come the bandwagoners, writing articles about how much they love it, how much it's undervalued. Even Yahoo has it undervalued. I mean, you can buy the whole company for $3, and they got 13 billion in cash. And they said the book value is 14, so I guess they're accounting the plant and the equipment and all that stuff's worth $1 billion, and they got 13 billion in cash. Granted, like I said, they got 40 billion in debt, but if you're making 13 billion a year, 40 billion in debt is not much. And what if they go 4x from here? I mean, from here to here 4x. What happens if it 4x's again? So this could go from 12 to 40, or 12 to 30, 12 to 20. I mean, 12 to 25. Who knows? I mean, yeah, they had a down year, but maybe the next year is going to be up. Maybe the earnings is going to be up. The revenue is going to be up. The earnings is going to be up. Um, I might be wrong on this, and I'll take a hit if I am, but these are the kind of things me as a value investor. I also am a dividend investor, but the way I make most of the money is by finding undervalued securities and holding them until they either double or triple or 10x, or I'm hoping I can find another DAC and 30x, and maybe we'll find some 100xers here soon. But in order to find the 10xers, the 100xers, you got to find stuff that's beaten down. and that's hated, and nobody likes it. I mean, with the current administration, they got their tree huggers. They don't want oil. They don't want coal. They don't want fracking. They want wind and solar and EVs, and even though wind and solar is only 3% of the market, um, I guess they think we're going to be driving to work in windmills or. Anyway, I'll shut up. Have a good day.